There are many more around us and around the world. Yemen, many others. If you go to OCHA website, you will be able to see the humanitarian needs of many places. So we are very obliged and thankful. I sincerely want to thank you on behalf of our needy people that you see on the video, and many of you visited these places in person. Last night at 1 o'clock, I was listening to an update that the UN humanitarian chief was giving, an interview at a press conference at the UN, where a reporter from Al Jazeera asked him what was the most unique thing he has seen, what makes this place more different than others. And he spoke about a young girl, a baby rather, by the name Nurto, who he met at one of the hospitals in Benadir. And during the interview period, it was reported to him prior to that she passed away. So our efforts here and the decisions we take today could possibly save the next Nurto. Let us not forget, as Ian, the head of OCHA, and others, Damon, everybody here stressed the need to put faces to these numbers. We are not just mentioning random numbers. It is about people dying. It's about disease. It's about hunger. It's about malnutrition of children below the age of 5. It's about a certain percentage of Somali households not having access to food. It is about the loss of life. Ironically, the instruments, the concepts, and the standards to evaluate and decide the criteria to decide whether a situation is a famine or not were developed in this very country not that long ago. Here we are seeing history repeat itself. But we have a good news. In 2017, through efforts of the Somali people, who are very resilient and very supportive of one another, their government and their partners, a famine was averted. One of you mentioned, what are we going to be remembered for? I think we should be remembered for saving the lives of the Somalis and for averting a disaster in the making, and in addition to that, for working on long-term durable solutions. Thank you very much. I will give you a few directives as partners to my colleagues on the Somali side. We have a lot of meetings on trying to figure out what is the best way forward. We differ at times, but at the end, we agree on the way forward, and we expect the same with you all. I'm hoping that this high-level meeting helped us identify the urgency of the situation and the need for a technical level collaboration and coordination. I was in conversation with the Prime Minister earlier today, and he was telling me it seems famine is affecting more than 40% of the Somali households. By now, perhaps we should have an idea about how much of our efforts have either dropped down the numbers or is there an increase in some of the cases. What are we doing in the most needy places, the urgent places like Baydabo? Over 500,000 Somali citizens are on the outskirts of their city. Ideally, one would think there is no famine around Baydabo, but 500,000 IDPs from Kansahdere and other more fertile places. So we really want to up our game and respond in the most immediate manner. To do that, partnership, respect for one another's views, and collaboration is the way forward. At a working level, you all will have an opportunity to streamline your processes. But the one thing we don't have on our side is time. I would like to thank every country and every institution here today, starting with the Americans that have spent over $500 million earlier, and an additional 100 million. The Chinese, who are starting and have been continually helping us, providing and highly needed grains and rice at the Mogadishu port, UAE, Qatar, European Union, the British, all of you. Your role will not be forgotten by the Somali people, and we hope we will avert a disaster in the making. Thank you very much.
ka farxi ehelkaaga asxaabtaada iyo qaraabadaada oo la soo deg abka dahabshiil si aad si fudud lacag ugu dirto marka aad la soo degto applicationka dahabshiil ee aad lacag ka dirayso isticmaal koodka khidmad la'aanta ee Tree Free oo kuu sahlaya in 3 jeer ugu horeeya ee aad lacag dirayso aan wax khidmad ah laga qaadin dahabshiil hawl fudaydiyahaaga maaliyadeed